Dismantle the fleeting idols of public opinion that you have in your life, the Father instructs you to do today. Beloved, you should never pay attention to your detractors because they are unable to recognize what I have placed in you. Pay attention to my voice, for it is my voice that causes the waters to be troubled and the mountains to be brought down in your life so that you can achieve complete victory. I am calling you to a seismic shift, a fundamental reorientation of your perspective, and I am calling you that this year. Instead of focusing your attention on the shifting sands of human approval, concentrate your attention exclusively on me. Child, I want you to understand this very well. I have not fashioned you to dance to the ever-changing acclaim of other people. Your value is not determined by the number of likes, shares, or transient accolades you receive. On the contrary, I have weaved you into the magnificent fabric of eternity with a purpose that is beyond the words and expectations of men. At this time, you should be focusing on pleasing your Father, which is a purposeful and solitary endeavor for your hands, heart, and feet. Turn your attention away from the alluring chorus of voices from the ground and tune your spirit to the consistent melody that comes from my heart. In the stillness that lies beneath the veil of the everyday, I would want to unveil the mysteries of this bridal truth that you have caught a glimpse of. I will reveal the design for this transforming year within the closeness of our communion. This is the year in which you will become an unstoppable force for my kingdom. Do not deceive yourself into believing that harmony among men will develop without first cultivating the soil of oneness with me. Instead of exploring the shallow echo chambers of human consensus, you should look for the deep well of my presence. Collaboration that does not involve connection is a vessel that is empty and devoid of power. In addition to agreements and contracts, the unity that I weave goes beyond those. It is a tapestry that have been stitched together with threads of shared purpose, hearts that are beating in sync with mine. Be aware that there will be moments when you will be on point in the battle, leading others, and setting an example even for those who have no desire to continue in the things of my spirit. There is a possibility that even individuals who love you and have the best of intentions in their hearts could make mistakes that leave you feeling disheartened. However, I will never let you down. I will always be by your side, and I will always be there to assist you. Putting your faith in my presence is essential, as my word serves as your guide, my love as your defense, and my power as your unwavering strength. My declaration for this year is that it will be a season of no denial, no delay, and no lack. It is about to happen that the blessings you have been waiting for and the dreams you have been keeping close to your heart will take flight and become the upward force that will raise you high above all principalities and powers. Rejoice, for the time has arrived for you to harvest your harvest. Despite the fact that the road that lies ahead may be winding and winding, I will be your guide, your rock, and your banner of champion. If you want to make my promise your song in the year 2024, you need walk with courage, accept the problems, and embrace them. Do not let the rumors that circulate around the world obliterate the sound of my voice. Please come to me in the times when you are alone, in the times when you are triumphant and when you are crying, and allow my words to wash over you. Because it is in me that you will discover the fortitude to weather any storm, the insight to navigate any route, and the love that endures beyond all comprehension. Therefore, I invite you, my child, to accompany me on this journey, and allow your heart to serve as a canvas upon which I will paint a masterpiece of grace and purpose. You are about to enter the year 2024 with the banner of my love waving high over you. Let go of your fears and let go of your concerns. Always, I am here at your side. There is no audition, proving yourself in some way that I require before I move on your behalf, the Father declares today, not in hushed whispers or cryptic pronouncements, but with the clarity of a morning sunrise. I will move on your behalf without you having to prove yourself. Neither the case nor the merit list are required to be constructed by you. The love that I have for you, which is inscribed in sacrifice, comes before any need that you put before me. Child, you should not believe that your shortcomings cast a huge shadow in front of your pleadings. It is through the dust of remorse that my eyes penetrate, and they settle on the canvas of your life that has been redeemed. The crimson brushstrokes of Calvary have already painted over every mistake, leaving behind a masterpiece of forgiveness that is a witness to grace that is unflinching. Then, you should be afraid to approach. Rather than being a chilly seat reserved for judgment, my throne is an embrace of mercy that is formed out of compassion. With the audacity of a youngster entering into the arms of a parent, come forth with complete confidence. Visit me with an open heart, ready to receive the flood of promises that I have hushed over the course of ages and that are now bursting forth in your present. Although the tapestry of this year, 2024, is stretched out in front of you, its threads are still hidden from view. Child, you need not be concerned, for my hand is holding the needle, and I am weaving not by chance but by the meticulous plan of love. It is true that there will be storms, and waves will pound against your flimsy boat. On the other hand, I will be the firm hand on the tiller, steering you through every storm and bringing you to a safe harbor. I invite you to enter into a more profound surrender this year. It is not a surrender to the course of events, but rather a submission to the flow of my purpose. Have faith that the rapids that once would have caused you to drown are now bringing you closer to the path that leads to your destiny. Letting go of the oars of control and finding peace in the knowing that my path is correct and my vision is clear is what you should do, kid. Remember that I am the light, even if there may be shadows in the dark. Through my actions, I dispel the gloom of uncertainty and stoke the fires of optimism. The radiance of my presence will surround you as you walk with self-assurance. Each win and every triumph is not your individual conquest but rather a symphony that is played in unison, with my grace serving as the main melody and your faith serving as the harmony that responds. You are cordially invited to a feast that will be laid out beneath the limitless sky this year. My love is the libation that is swirling in your cup, and my promises are the platters that are filled with food. Please do not be reluctant to take part, youngster. My blessings are a wellspring, and you should drink thoroughly from it. Delight your eyes with the panoramas of possibilities that I have laid out in front of you. Please do not, I beseech you, turn away from the hand that I have extended to you. Please allow me to be the prophet in your life, and let my words to serve as a compass that will lead you through the unexplored regions of this previous year. I invite you to come and walk with me, and together we shall create a painting of hope on the canvas that is the year 2024. Do not be afraid, child, the Father says to us today, with a heart that is overflowing with ferocious love. You have my support. Constantly. I will bring techniques that have not been noticed by others, and I will reveal roads that have been paved with divine intervention, favor, and intentionality. I will do this in the sanctuary of isolation. Put the clamor of the world out of your mind, youngster. Embark on a journey with me, enter the sacred sanctuary that is my embrace. I will anoint you with the fire of purpose here, behind the lattice of intimacy, and I will change you into a warrior who is dressed in unwavering conviction. Your outcome will not be that of a solitary wanderer but rather that of a formidable army carrying the banner of my truth. When you take the first step toward your destiny, the adversary shakes with fear because he recognizes my hand upon you. You are going to destroy his plots, torment his strongholds, and to take possession of the inheritance that I have placed at your feet. If you plant these seeds of purpose in the fertile ground of your obedience, they will eventually blossom into a harvest that is above anything you could have imagined. Do not be hesitant, youthful one. At the same time that the bridegroom is looking for his sweetheart, I have called you during the quiet hours. Hurry to me, and behold the unfolding of my plan as it takes shape. In the coming year, your obedience will be transformed into a symphony of marvels, serving as a demonstration of the limitless power of pleasing the Father. Permit me to be God in your life, molding your paths, whispering wisdom in the stillness, and releasing your potential in the face of the darkness. This is your year, kid. It is a year that will be carved in eternity. It is a year in which you will walk hand in hand with the Almighty, leaving footprints of transformation in the sands of time. I am actively working within you and around you to perform my goodwill, says the Father today. I am striving to strengthen you. You can feel like you are working hard and exerting your own efforts, but you should know that I am the one who is conducting the work that is taking place inside of you. As a gift, I am now releasing to you what you have been longing to nurture inside yourself via the application of pure effort and your own unique understanding. Whatever it was that you had hoped to accomplish through a drawn-out process, I will now bestow upon you by immediate impartation. Please allow my spirit to flow through you like a cleaning wind, and allow it to transform you from the inside out. Open your heart and mind. You should keep in mind that this change is not a temporary one. It is a change that is not only long-lasting but also permanent, and it affects the very essence of your being. It is for this reason that I am advising you to enter the state of relaxation that I have provided for you today. Leaving behind the challenges and worries that have been weighing you down is the first step. Rise above them all and seize the position that was predetermined for you a very long time ago, before the beginning of time. This is the new day that I bestow upon you. It is a gift from my heart, and it is filled to the brim with favor toward you. Declare with unwavering conviction, I am a new creation in Christ Jesus because of what you have done for me today. Be assured that I will continue to be by your side for the entirety of your adventure. Whenever difficulties emerge, I will be there to provide you with unwavering support and ensure that you are protected with unwavering tenderness and unyielding kindness. In addition to being the inheritance that you receive as one of my children, this is also the birthright that you have in me, your God. Always keep in mind that this change is not a one-time occurrence. It is a never-ending process, a voyage of steady development that never stops. Similar to how a seedling needs constant care and food in order to realize its full potential, the transformation that I create within you also requires continuous care and nourishment. Please enable me to tend to and nourish the talent that I have placed within you by opening yourself up to my guidance, seeking my presence, and allowing me to do so. It is important to welcome this moment with open arms because it represents a huge change in the path that your life will take. Take a step into the new day that I have planned for you, and walk with self-assurance, knowing that I will be at your side to guide you through each and every day. You do not stand alone, and you are not absent from our thoughts. Because I am your Father, the love that I have for you is without limit. I have heard your petitions at this allotted time, the Father says today. I have honored your requests. At the same time that death only occurs once, life, the life that is genuinely alive, continues on forever. Since I, the Father, am eternally life, you are also eternally living because I reside inside you. I hold this task that I do within you in the highest terms. When my splendor touches you, it stirs your own existence to its absolute core. My hand will move within you, and you will be able to see my face. This will give you the opportunity to completely feel the transforming power that makes you an entirely new person. Put on your life hat today. Make sure you are living the Zoe life, which is the very life that I bought for you at Calvary. Get a hold of it, take ownership of it, and make it yours. Your freedom has finally arrived. I am giving you the opportunity to take a deep sip of my promises and affirmations at this very instant, which marks the moment of your full manifestation as my chosen one. The Father encourages you to get up. Develop into the person that I have called you to be. Perform the task that I have requested of you. Get rid of uncertainty and dread. I will shower you with an abundance of blessings if you pour out your heart in its whole, just like a libation. That your life and the lives of those around you will be deeply transformed, radiating the glory that I bestow upon you. I will move upon you with such power that it will be incredible. The Father declares that this is a new day, it is a new age. It is the time that is completely available for your life. This very day, the season that I have chosen to usher in is beginning to emerge, and it is bursting out to bring about change, transformation, and joy upon you. I am speaking to you, your God, in this way. The Father has spoken to us today, saying, "My presence is with you deeply," calling to the depths within your being. When I hear your cries, I hear them clearly, and I am prepared to respond to them. As you seek me, you will see my majesty unfold before your very eyes. Despite the fact that I concealed myself from Moses, allowing him to see just my back, I am presenting you with a revelation that is unlike any other, to see my face. This encounter will not only allow you to experience my presence, but it will also profoundly transform you. The transformation of a caterpillar into a stunning butterfly is a metaphor for the tireless efforts I am making to alter and raise you personally. Because I am your King and your God, this metamorphosis gives you the ability to triumph over any challenge that you face. If you let the dazzling light of my glory to shine through you, it will leave your adversaries in its wake, leaving them blind. I will continue to be a constant presence in your life, and as a result, you will be filled with praise that is unending and unending acclaim for my name. Failure does not have a place in my plans, and as a result, it does not have any place in your trip. Reject the voices of defeatism and the culture of contempt that is constantly surrounding you. I am prepared to expose myself to you, and the revelation that I make to you will irrevocably change the way you proceed. Recognize that I am operating within you at this very moment. My intention is to mold you into a representation of my being, and I want you to reflect my love and spirit via the actions that you take. By means of your eyes, other people will come into contact with my essence. As you continue to call out to me on this day, I will provide you with additional resources to help you fulfill the role of the bride that I have called you to be. You will experience an infusion of my strength and substance, which will enable you to stand beside me as my justice and truth reverberate throughout the earth. When I make my battle cry, it will reverberate across the nations, and the entire human race will quake in fear. At some point in the future, they will acknowledge and accept the love that I have showered upon them, which is the price that was paid at Calvary for their complete freedom from sin, death, and the constraints of earthly existence. You have my word that I will do this. Having this awareness will allow you to walk with confidence, knowing that I am always present and working toward your highest advantage. You are not the only one. The Father tells you that you are not in a state of stagnation at this moment. Rather, you are in a holding pattern for moving into a position of favor and elevation that you have longed for. During these times of waiting and development, it is essential to keep in mind the power that comes from having patience and endurance. In the same way that a caterpillar must wait in its chrysalis before emerging as a butterfly, we must also have faith in the process of transformation. This moment of waiting is not an indication of stagnation. Rather, It is a time being spent getting ready for what is going to happen in the future. At the same time as you are waiting for your personal transformation, you should also take this opportunity to think about the path that has led you to this moment in time. Keep in mind that there is no such thing as a wasted moment. In what ways have you grown as a result of your experiences? To what extent have you developed your strengths? And what challenges have you been able to conquer? By reflecting on these events from the past, you will be able to better prepare yourself for the problems that are still to come. Moreover, this time spent waiting can also serve as an opportunity for self-reflection and the finding of one's own identity. You should make the most of the opportunity to delve deeply into your own thoughts and feelings when you are sitting in the silence. This will allow you to unearth hidden truths and desires that you may have missed in the midst of the hectic pace of your usual life. This presents an opportunity to delve deeper into your inner terrain and establish a more profound connection with your authentic self. In the end, you should speak to your spirit and tell it that the feeling of waiting that you are experiencing is not a barrier but rather a stepping stone on the route that leads to your destiny. Embrace this period of development and transition, for it is in the silence that you will discover your strength and your ability to bounce back from everything. It is important to have trust in the process, to have faith in yourself, and to be aware that wonderful things are imminent. In addition to the world that exists outside of you, there are remnants of the world that exist within you that require immediate gratification and apparent results. However, the methods of the kingdom are frequently contrary to what one might expect. At this time, it is important to have faith in things that cannot be seen, to nourish your soul with the hidden manna of prayer, and to engage in peaceful contemplation. Permit the Word of God to penetrate thoroughly into your being, and allow it to become the very foundation upon which your future victories will be constructed. The idea that waiting may be a period of growth and preparation might provide you with some measure of comfort as you wait for the complete realization of your aspirations and desires. I am that I am works in you and in you to will and to do my good pleasure, and just as a caterpillar must wait in its cocoon before emerging as a beautiful butterfly, so too must you be patient as I am that I am works in you and through you. During this period of waiting, you should make the most of the opportunity to think about your objectives and aspirations. Are they in accordance with the will that I have revealed for your life? You should make use of this period of silence to hone your goals and seek the direction of my Holy Spirit. Even if it means letting up of some dreams, relationships, desires, and aspirations that are not in line with my plan, I ask that you give me permission to shape you into the person that He has meant you to be. Always keep in mind that waiting is not an indication of weakness or failure. Getting to this point is an essential step on the path that leads to your destiny. With the knowledge that God's timing is perfect, you should approach this season with faith and patience. Despite the fact that it may appear as though nothing is happening, have faith that God is working everything out for your benefit. Therefore, while you make your way through this period of waiting, remember to keep your hope alive and to keep planting the seeds of faith in your heart. It's possible that the harvest won't come right away, but when it does, it will be significantly greater than you could ever have imagined it would be. Rest assured that your time spent waiting will not be in vain, and maintain your strength and faithfulness.